people in here and start yammering here. We got Mr. Corliss. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Oh, okay.
Very good, sir. We got Mr. Sean,
Evening.
and we got other Paul.
Hello.
How we doing?
Doing good.
Well, before we get started here today, I wanted to take a couple minutes and remember our friend Mr. Rob Shuster. For anybody that hasn't heard, unfortunately, we lost Rob on a Monday evening, I believe it was. He was 60. Evidently had a sudden illness that unfortunately came and got him. Pretty sad. Messed me up. Rob was such a wonderful dude. Cody went to his the funeral today, and he was kind enough to send me some pictures of some stuff that he had there. So I'd like to share that with everybody here. Here's a table that they had out there with some of Rob's stuff on it. We recognize a lot of that just from his videos and all that good stuff. The Monopoly board, especially. There's his latest video that he had done was on this drum with the dragon in it. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful work. And then there was also his puzzle drum that he had started on. Just phenomenal. It's just amazing. There was also an appearance of his beer caddy there from the Wild Hair Brewing. Just a nice little piece there. I remember this was a pretty recent one, I think, from him too. Last Supper carving, and then also this beautiful cross that he had done. So it's unfortunate. It shook me up pretty good. We've had Rob on the show a bunch of times. He was always a big participant in the Gatton CNC Christmas challenges and everything else. I think he was one of the few that had participated in, like, I think every one. He might have missed one somewhere along the line, but I'm pretty sure Rob was there for just about every single one of them. So, it was pretty gut wrenching loss on that one. So, Godspeed, Mr. Schuster. We'll miss you. The one thing I did notice here is that the last video that he put out, and that was on this drum. It only has I think it was 440 something views. And I think it would be awesome if we can, everybody out there, it gets that video and watches it if they haven't, and shares it if they and shares it with people. I think it would be really cool if we could try to get that video up over at least 1,000. The video deserves a whole lot more than that because it's just beautiful work. But if we could get that sucker up to at least 1,000, that'd be pretty awesome. I did put a link to that one in the description of the show, so you don't have to go searching it out or anything. You can go right there and grab it and watch it and remember how talented Mr. Rob was. So would definitely appreciate that. So, and thanks Cody for sending all those over. Definitely appreciate it. It sucks. gone way too soon. So
he is a cool dude.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
Yeah. I was looking at some stuff for the Christmas challenge in the last couple of days, trying to get some stuff moving in the right direction on that, and his video was the first one that was submitted last year, and so it was the first one right on the playlist. And I was like, damn it, yeah. They're watching him make the gnome coasters. It was pretty, a good watch on that one too. So, but it is what it is, unfortunately. And, Ken says, great maker, somebody to look up to, always thinking outside the box or drum. Yeah. So, too bad. So we'll see you on the other side, Rob. But, I don't know how we transition from that. I don't like doing those. So we'll figure something out here. Yeah, sucks. No, packed house, ran out of chairs, had to bring in more. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he had just turned 60, I think, over the summer too. So or it was spring or summer. I can't remember exactly when it was, but I remember seeing the pictures that that were on the desk there of him and his family out on the beach with the 60 and all that. So, sucks. So, oh well, what are you gonna do? Keep on rolling. So.
Well, the best part is his videos are on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
and they'll be there. So
yeah. You need to know some deep things on Vetric. You watch Rob's videos. he went deep on those things, and he would walk you through step by step. So it definitely will be knowledge for a long time on how to do stuff. So, dang it. Well, Mr. Corliss, you're still with us. Thankfully.
So far, yeah.
So far. All right, Nosferatu. Did you do anything this week?
No, I didn't. No.
Okay.
No, my wife's still in the hospital, and hopefully they're going to put her in rehab first of the week and get her strength built back up, and then she'll be home. So
that's good. That's good to hear that she's on the mend.
Yep, she's coming along.
Good. Yeah, well, that's more important than playing around with toys.
Yeah.
Just not as fun.
Yeah.
Mr. Hammerquist, what about you, sir? What have you been working on this week? You've got some interesting news, I think.
Oh, what? What are you talking about? Oh, what? Well, first, more Halloween. We got more Halloween printing.
That's cool.
And then the flexi bodies are on the bed.
Did you print those at the 0.4?
Huh?
That's really fine.
Yeah.
0.2.
Oh, you did the
0.2.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a 4 nozzle.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Cooley, whatever mesh stuff. Sorry, the eye fell out.
Oh, there you
go.
Got
it has them done. Yeah, and you can see out. You can kind of see my eye already behind it.
Oh yeah.
So that's about 4 layers overlapped, and then just kind of printed this off.
Oh, wow.
So there's the mesh in there, and you can see it on the side. But it looks kind of cool from far away. It looks like it's just kind of floating in there.
Yeah.
And then the Keyblade is done. So for you Kingdom Heart fans,
that's amazing.
That's a big piece.
Yeah. So that's for my wife. She plays that game. So that, and I was trying to make the joke, but I got a new printer.
Oh, yeah.
When I was like, I don't know, it wasn't doing anything.
It's hiding back there.
Yeah.
So
Also-
what's this one?
K1 Max,
Nice.
version 1. So
All right, so K1 Maxes are on the bottom floor here.
Hey, wait a minute.
I have 2. So
I know, that's
got
what
one
I'm
of
saying.
each.
Well, yeah.
We're just
Okay.
mixed up. We don't know which one to go with.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Well, I couldn't beat it. It was on Facebook Marketplace. So
Yeah, it'll
and
get
all-
you.
all I'm going to say is the reason it was sold was because of this. That piece of plastic is why they sold that printer.
So was it clogging up on them, or what?
Yeah.
Was the...
They clogged up, and they attempted to take off the gear drive, the motor drive, because they were also saying the latch for the filament wouldn't stay in the unlocked position. It would keep sliding back into the locked. Well, they put the screw on backwards. So that fixed that. And then I cleaned out all the gears and the space between the extruder and the hot end that was sitting right there. So right now I got a PFT, whatever. That plastic, yeah, thanks. That plastic tubey thingy, my Bob. Put that in there, and it's printing. I'm actually printing off a skull I got from the Smithsonian's website.
Oh, cool. Oh, a real scan then.
Yes, so trying that out, 12-hour print, and then I'm gonna enlarge it larger and do. There's a. It's going to take 36 hours for the full take up the whole bed to print.
Wow.
So
Wade says you got that piecing things together thing figured out. Yeah.
This one is not as well puzzled together as Soren's mace was. Soren's mace, I could put almost it all together and it held together.
Yeah.
This one, I'm all like fumbling around trying to keep it together. So there's going to be a lot of glue work and then Bondo work to get rid of all the seams on this one.
Wow. Yeah, I'm sure it'll work out.
Yeah.
No. Sweet. Well, good luck with that thing. Why was there the PTF? Why would the PTFE tube be missing? I wonder if somebody took it out or something. I don't know.
I don't know. They said they got one print off. This was it. It's hard to.
Yeah.
But it had an issue.
Well, they didn't just use that thing one time.
Yes.
They had it. They had it one time and they sold it to you for $400.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they just return it? People are stupid.
I'm not going to say anything because I am still helping them with their current printer.
People do not have the greatest sense of looking at things sometimes, and maybe it can be overlooked. I don't know. I can't defend that at all.
I'm not complaining, but I'm also going to help and try to bring people up. And
there you go. Figure it out.
You know, it's one of those. If they had just posted, it's not going through. How many people would have been like, get a bamboo, you know, learn your machine. And it was one of those where it was clogged from where are you going to find that?
Yeah.
In a video, you know, they're either going to tell you the extruder or the hot end, not the section in between, and put a PTFE tube in there. So
does it normally come with a tube in there?
Should. I mean, I've never looked at one, but
I can't say because this is the V2, the version 2, which has
just
the uniform.
version 1 that had that then.
Apparently so. So, but my version, my unicorn nozzle is coming in tomorrow.
Nice.
Which is the nozzle for the version 2?
Yes.
Okay.
So it would go all the way up and replace that PTFE tube.
Cool. Very cool. What about you, Mr. Sean? What have you been working on?
Oh, it's been actually a fun past couple of weeks because I missed last week.
Yeah.
Had the train show.
Yeah, how'd the train show go for you?
And actually, it was a lot of fun. It's a small show, small town, but let's see. Did pick up, and I did do a live little unboxing on. Here it comes. This is my N-scale BNSF engine and cars, but I got this as a kit or a set.
Cool.
And I'll tell you what, these new little engines, they're flawless. They run so smooth compared to when I first tried N-scale. That would have been in 1989, just a couple years ago. And I'll tell you, so much has changed. So I had a blast there. And did I show you my CSX sign last time?
I don't think so.
This guy?
Nope.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
kind of the same, real close to what you're doing, Ryan. Actually, pretty dang close on this one.
There you go.
I did a bunch of rounds, and I came home with only my CSX. So it was a fun, good weekend.
I can't complain about that.
And then this week let's see if I can find it. I built, this is one of my new modules, another new. And this is my single drop. So in the back here, it drops down 1 inch, and up front, so it gives you not just one flat plane all the way across. You can go down and up and around creeks, rivers, roads.
Cool.
I love this module. And yes, it's shameless. My plug.
There you go.
I have the very first ones on sale on the website.
There you go. Get on it.
Yep. So it's been a fun past couple of weeks.
Good. Very good.
Oh, and the last thing. Let's see. Now for those guys, this is the Cavewood Max bed. Now you've seen these, right?
Oh, those are nice.
That's the carbon fiber. And then on the back side of this one, okay. Now it just blows my mind on how when you do something on these beds, let's see if you can see it on here, it literally transfers over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then here's a rainbow. I'm just really surprised on how this works. And then the carbon fiber. It actually looks like carbon fiber.
Have you tried that on one of the light boxes yet?
Not on the box itself, because that's actually the intent, is using the carbon fiber on the face of it, because on my rounds I have that flat spot. So this should dress it up really nice.
Cool.
So yeah, and then I also got the set for the bamboo. Let's see. Now I did something different. I bought 2 sets, and the reasoning for that is you get four of the sheets, and you get 1 plate. And I think the idea was you put a sheet on each side of each plate, the plate that you have that came with the machine, and then the plate that comes with it. So what I did is I bought 2, and on one I have
2 of them.
It
Yeah.
shows up. This one's cool. Look at that. Sparkly. So it's a peel and stick. And this one I put 2 on. So that counts for 2. And then this one has, I haven't peeled the safety out yet. Carbon fiber.
Sweet.
But on this one, I left the 1 blank. So the 4th one I put on the stock bed. So I have the textured and a smooth, and then 4 unique, I don't know how to explain it.
Pattern.
Yeah, patterns. So it gives me the chance to use all 4 of them. Yeah, it costs a little bit extra, but I think it was worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like sending one sheet with that thing is kind of weird. I mean, I guess they intend for you to use it up and then peel it off and throw it away or something before you.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's weird.
The nice thing is with this, I ended up with a total of 6 beds.
Yeah.
And now I also have a really smooth one too.
Yeah. So you got replacements when you need to switch it out or whatever.
Or if I want something sparkly, I can throw it in there.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, good deal. Well, for me, I today I went to part one. We were last week. I was complaining about my light up signs and not being able to light them up. It was figured out what was the problem. Thank you, Sean. We figured out that with what we were trying to do, or what I was trying to do before, was hook a USB-C and USB-C, plugging one into the wall or wall word or whatever, or into the computer, or whatever, and then the other one into the light box. And it wasn't getting any power to the light. Turns out you need a USB-C to USB-A. And when you do that, ta-da, it turns on. No problem, turns on. So we got that figured out. So that made me happy. I've been getting some other stuff ready for it. Put out a video this morning on the process of making those and all that good stuff. And today in the mail, I got some more of the USB-C things that I needed and switches and all that stuff, so I can finish wiring up the rest of the 10 that I've already printed out and ready to go. So hopefully they'll sell. Probably not, and I'll have like 10 of them just sitting around the office. Be giving away. You guys are all getting this shit for Christmas then. I don't care that you don't live in Maryland. You're going to represent. But yeah, so hopefully those will start moving. I'll get them listed this week and start selling those things off. And then today, I spent the day down in Bel Air, Maryland, which is about 2 hours east of where I live, and for the 3D Printopia show. And one of those pictures is. Hold on a second. I gotta get the other one on here real quick. Hold on here. Hold on. This stupid StreamYard. Sometimes it doesn't load up all the pictures that you tell it to load. And stuff. You don't notice it right away. Come on. This will just take me a second here. But anyway, had a great time. Really enjoyed seeing people there and talking to a lot of people. I met a few people. I was giving away those maker coins that I had made a while back. These little guys. People were trading them all over the place. I just happened to get lucky in that I brought mine, cool. And I brought the big ones too, and gave a couple of them out to particular people. But everybody that I gave them to, when they saw what it said on there, they were all very entertained by it. They were like, "Oh, we got to hold on to this one." Anybody that doesn't know, let me pull. We got a bag over here. Hold on a second. I can do a little show and tell of some stuff I got. But here we gotta go. We go back here. So that's what the back look of the small one looks like. This is just a big giant one. So you always have one to give if you need to. You keep it in your pocket. So people saw that and they thought it was pretty funny. Enjoyed that. But I got to meet some YouTuber people. Here we go. I met Mr. Joel Telling. He was kind enough last year to take a picture with my son, and so I said, "Hey, since he's not with me today, would you mind taking a picture with me?" And he was like, "Yeah, come on over here." And so he was hanging out at the Prusa booth. And then there's Grant from 3D Musketeers.
Oh, cool.
He's a nice guy. Him and his wife. I was talking to his wife for about 15, 20 minutes. We were just chatting and relaxing. And then anybody that has ever watched this show knows there's one particular person that I love to talk about and that I have really been wanting to meet and talk to for a little while. And so, yes, I did meet Nathan Builds Robots.
How hard did you fanboy out?
Oh, I was bad. It was really, so he brought, you can see behind him, he brought his big giant quad polar printer with him. He brought his big giant trash cans that he's been printing on that thing. It was he's much taller than I thought he would be. From his videos and all that, I did not think he would be as tall as I am. And he's a very slender man. So kind of caught me a little off guard. But yeah, great machine. It was also very funny that he rented a truck to put that thing on because that printer is like 300 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a monster. And so he rented a pickup truck to bring it out here, and he had it on a flexi spot desk. So he starts like moving it up because I'm down there, I'm looking at it and checking it out, and he's like, "Oh, we can move it up." I said, "Oh, this viewing is brought to you by Flexi Spot. It's a sponsorship ad." And he started laughing. He was like, "Yeah, it is." So, but I tell you what, those damn tables can take some weight. It's because that machine, this machine here back here, is 300 something pounds. And he had that thing. He had the base of the table like over 4 feet up in the air, and then he climbed up on top of it too. Like, because you can see on top of there, his computer is on top of the machine. So that was the only way that he could reach it was by getting up on the table. So, I mean, so that table was handling well over, 450 pounds or so. I don't know how much the kid weighs. But he's probably at least, I would say he's at least 200, somewhere around that area. So that's 500 pounds going up and down on that table. So a Flexi Spot, good on you. I mean, a very good person to have representing your company. So he was, so he had his the trash cans that he's been printing out and stuff like that, and he was printing out something on the machine while I was there watching it, and we were kind of laughing at it, and so after it was done, I got one. You can't really tell. Let me pop this here. So you might be able to see. Can you see that there's something like there?
Like a pattern.
Yeah. See, right here is an N.
And okay.
So he has NBR in this cup. And so he had a brown one, a black one, and a white one. And so he let me take the black one. But I mean, look at the filament.
Wow.
A 1.8 millimeter nozzle was dumping filament. I mean, this thing's got some weight to it. It was funny. And like for when it was done, when it had finished printing this thing, he pulled him off of the bed, and for about 5 minutes it was still warm, like the whole thing was still warm and malleable. It was wild because it was just melting. So now I have my souvenir from Nathan, and all that good stuff. So that'll say on my desk, and I'll fanboy out to that.
I'm curious, how long did that take to print?
It was not very long.
It's pumping out the plastic.
Yeah, I mean, it was just blah, blah, blah. I mean, it was going it out. I mean, it might have been like 10 or 15 minutes. I probably could have done it a lot faster too. But he was talking about how doing something small like this is really actually difficult for his machine because it's pumping out so much hot plastic that it doesn't have time to cool before it gets back around to it again. And so you could see like the walls kind of wobbling a little bit and stuff because it was still hot and melted. And it was pretty funny. But yeah, pretty neat. What else did I get? Oh, I did get some filament from this company called Epax. With all of Paul's stuff that he prints, all the crazy stuff and all the colors and all that, I was kind of on the hunt for some multicolor stuff to do, and my son wanted some to do some multicolor. Not multicolor, but two-color filament stuff, or multicolor in the same filament.
Color changing.
Yeah. So I picked up these two, and turns out this brand you can actually get on Amazon too. They had a little bit of better deal because it was at the show. But this one is like a blue and green.
Cool.
It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks pretty sweet. And then this one's blue, pink, and yellow or gold. So like if you look in the center of the spool, it's gold, but when you look at the bottom, it's like pink or pinky purple, and then when you look at the side, it's blue. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, they had some show specials for that, and so this was like $20 a roll, something like that. So not bad. So we'll give it a try and see what happens. But I was really tempted. This one company had like 50 bamboo printers there for sale, new in box and all that stuff, all the different ones. I was going to send my wife a picture and just go, guess what I got? But I did actually want to come home today. So I didn't press my luck. But yeah, so it was a fun time. I had a good time. It was hot as all can be in there. I did shoot some little bit of video for that. It's about 4 minutes and 40 seconds long, and I just went ahead and put that video up. It went live at 9:00. So after the show's over, if you go watch that'd be awesome. It's only 4 minutes, and you get to see some of the stuff that I was looking at today. So, and complaining about how hot it was inside that building. Oh, it was nasty. Everybody's sweating.
How many printers were going?
It wasn't the printers; it was the people. It was the amount of people that were in there. Like they didn't have the air conditioning on and stuff. And I mean, it's like a big gym. It was held in a gymnasium of a community college.
Okay.
And it was cooler outside than it was in there, and outside had a breeze. So it was, walking around. I was like, oh, I was like going, all right, I'm gonna have to leave because I'm just gonna be dripping in sweat, and that'll be just gross, and nobody's gonna talk to me. So but I made it through. Yeah, it was fun. Definitely a good time. If you have one, there was people from California there,
Oh wow.
Wow.
like to go to the event, not for like company stuff. They came to Maryland to go to that event for the weekend, and pretty cool. I mean, they had like drag races, like a 3D printed dragsters that were like 4 feet long, and like the whole bodies are printed, the tires are printed out of TPU and stuff like that. They had the death racers or whatever they're called. They're like little 3D printed scooters that you ride around on. People had those. They had all different kinds of stuff. So lots of things going on. Pretty fun. So all right. Well, that was my day. I've actually been up since 2 a.m. I couldn't sleep, and now I'm kind of punchy. So good times. All right. So let's get moving here, and talk about a couple of videos, and then we'll call it a day. First thing, the spider thing, the Tyvok Spider S1. I looked it up like yesterday or the day before, something like that. It's still got 35 more days left to go. They're making a ton of money. We'll check back in on that, but it's like, I want to say it was 500,000 or something like that. Is that they were up to? It's a lot. So
the link in the description is not working.
Oh, it didn't
That
work?
way.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Just FYI, if you go click on it, so you might just need to Google it.
Yeah, I have to fix it. Go to Kickstarter and put Spider S1, and it'll pop right up. I'll fix it after the show's over. So if you're watching this later, it'll work. But pretty cool. It's got some time left, and they're doing pretty good with it. So sweet. Let's go here to Mr. John Heinz. He classic woodworker, but now he's got himself a 3D printer. A little while ago, maybe 6 months ago or so, he bought himself a P1P with his own money, and he started like remaking some of his tools and stuff out of plastic, and this is another case of that he had to remake one of his other woodworking tools now with plastic parts, pretty interesting. The way that his approach to making his tools is pretty interesting, I think. So works out pretty well.
I love how you can incorporate, if you need a jig or a special tool. I mean, I've even done it. Just 3D print it, and
it works. It's a great addition. It's not taboo anymore, I don't think. I mean, I think just about every workshop, if you work with your hands at all on anything, you can use a 3D printer. In whatever it is that you're doing. If you're working on cars, you can print out parts for the car. BS for Build is doing that right now with their SEMA build that they're building. They got like a Lamborghini Murcielago that we haven't talked about yet, but they're 3D printing a body kit for the thing on a bunch of Creality K1 Maxes.
And remember that a couple months back when that 3D printer company that's working with the Army and Navy, they were just doing testing that out in the field, and they replaced the U-bolt or something. I can't remember exactly, but replaced a part in the Jeep, and it worked.
There you go. That's what it's for.
Yeah. Plus, on top of it, they have a large format. I mean, really large, to where they actually printed a boat, 3D printed a full-on boat.
Oh yeah.
It's some guys will sit back and say the 3D printers are toys. My opinion, it's a tool.
Yeah, I mean, it can be a toy, but I think if what we use it for is more
A
tool.
tool.
Yes, tools.
Unless you're Paul, then it's a toy. But even still, like you could make that out of foam or something like that, Paul. It's it's pretty awesome. So, but anyway, yeah, John puts out this. It's a router jig, pretty cool. Works.
Oh, wait, is it a tool if I sell them?
Well, that's production.
Yeah, see, then it's a tool.
Yeah. So
yay. Hey, wife.
Yeah. So sweet.
Yeah. So you can honestly say it's a tool for the shop.
There you go. Yeah. That's the way I put it. Because when I first got my first printer, my first Ender 3, I got it under the thing of I'm going to use it for prototyping. For a product that I was trying to make for solar stuff. And, so yeah, it's a tool. It's a tool unless you want it to be a toy. Then it's a toy.
All depends upon what you do with it.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So, all right. Well, moving on then. We have film drives. So I found this pretty interesting. I was also somewhat confused by it. I don't know. Did anybody else get to watch this one?
I briefly got to go through it and kind of read more of the comments than actually watch it. And the big pro I could see is that you could put a better camera on it.
Yeah.
And because the process, because right now, Nathan Build Robots he released a video this morning as well, but he was talking about the Bamboo and that it's using a cheap processor on there. So that's why it has the cheap camera.
Yeah.
And so
pictures versus video.
Right. And so this would be able to use Home Assistant or whatever, Google, and do it that way with the camera. But you cannot be connected to the Bamboo cloud and use this at the same time.
Well, yeah, and that was kind of my wondering about what this would be actually used for, because my thought was that they were trying to keep it, off of Bamboo's cloud, to keep it blocked off from the internet. But then they have a Raspberry Pi connected to the internet that you're accessing the computer through or the printer through. And I was like, isn't that kind of the same thing? But maybe I was missing the point on what it's supposed to be.
Well, it's your own connection. You control it, as opposed to Bamboo controlling it. Yeah. And I had to go back to Nathan Builds Robots video. Let's say you did a YouTube video that Bamboo didn't like. And Bamboo is like, I'm going to brick your printer.
And they do that.
So maybe it's just it's giving the user more control again. Taking away the control from Bamboo. If you want that option, it's there, because really, what is there besides Bamboo Studio right now for them?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't use the cloud with mine, so it worked for my situation.
I do.
I'm the one that wants the control, I guess.
As soon as I did, it was over. I was just like, this is too easy not to leave it this way. Cool. But I can understand that. All right, now I kind of understand more of why this would make sense. Would be, just to keep it out of the cloud or whatever.
Yeah.
But it would then take away being able to use, like, right from Bamboo Studio to the printer. You would actually have to download the G code and then send it or whatever. So okay, I gotcha.
Or use a walking USB.
Yeah. Whatever. It'll work. So
See, now
cool.
I'm not gonna lie, this is where I get lost, because you say you have to go through the cloud to go to your printer. I go from Bamboo Labs right to my printer without being connected to the cloud.
From your computer on the same network, right?
Right.
But you can, like, if you you can also do it from wherever you're at.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
So yeah, like I check on it when I'm not at home or something like that, and so then it's all working through there.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because it's fun to be out and about and be like, yeah, just checking on my print.
Yeah. Ta-da!
Oh shit, it failed.
Yeah. Oh, you can stop it. Yeah.
That's the cool part.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, cool. All right. Well, that's something interesting. Check it out, people. It's interesting to see what they're working on that. So, pretty neat. I guess it's in public beta now. All right. We also have I was trying to say this guy's name, Jorian. Am I right? Am I close on that? Do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Better than what I'd say.
Jorian. I can't speak English, man. I'm from Maryland, man. We can't say water properly. We don't even say the state name properly. So Maryland. No, it's Maryland.
That video is an interesting video, and I liked how he did it, but I wish he'd have shown how he broke them apart to begin with and laid them out in Lightburn.
Yeah,
the individual parts
to get what's on Sean's screen. Yeah, that would have been kind of cool. They're great little figures, though.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
fantastic little figures. I wasn't sure at first, like, if he had drawn them or if he had found those pictures or something like that. But I guess he drew them up or whatever. But because he at the beginning he holds up the picture with them all on there, and I was like, oh, that's pretty sweet. That's a cool looking design for those things. And then he's like, and here they are getting cut out. I was like, oh, all right, how do we go from here to there? But the girl, like, that's right underneath his finger right there on the thumbnail. I love that one. I think that one's pretty cool. It's very funky. But yeah,
those are like something you find in a store.
Yeah. It was really neat how he painted them too. I like that.
Yeah, he did a good job on it. And I think the files are available. I think it was on Etsy. And they weren't expensive either. I mean, it was a couple bucks or something to get them.
That's fair.
Yeah, so it was a pretty cool setup. Go check them out. Good little project, and it's not just the standard pumpkin type thing. So, all right, moving on. Then we'll go to Dusty Workbench. He did another Halloween sign himself. Was showing how he was prototyping this Halloween sign to figure out if he was going to sell it or not, and did a good job on cutting it out in the laser, doing it in Lightburn and all that good stuff. And he said he lost a piece or something like that, like in between cutting it out and gluing it together, but I couldn't see where he lost a piece at. But it's a pretty cool little simple design. I think that the biggest takeaway that I took from this video, though, is that if you're not using Canva, you need to start a Canva account and use Canva, because there's so much stuff that you can do on that website. People use it all the time. They do have like a pro version of it that you can pay for if you want. But I have the free version of it, and that's what I do all my thumbnails and stuff with. And the opening animation, of the show, I did that in there and stuff. So there's you can do a whole lot with it. You can make posters and stuff like that. but it gives you some good thoughts and ideas on templates to use for different stuff. So check it out. But all right, moving on. Then we got Makerverse making some mini neon lights. I thought these were pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't even know those kind of things even existed.
Those light strips, yeah, those were pretty cool.
They are.
It was like a little stick, ribbon stick, but it wasn't like it wasn't like this kind of a LED type of thing. It was like a much more ribbony
L wire.
Yeah.
So the only problem with those L wires and what no one will say about them,
yeah,
they have a high buzz sound to them.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Kind of like the old neon signs.
Yeah. You can hear the electricity flowing through them.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Well, at least in the 3 batches I got.
Now, what I find interesting talking about lights and stuff, like Ryan, the lights that you use, that looks more neonish versus the LEDs I use. I like those. Those are really cool. It seems like it spreads out the light more evenly.
Yeah, the ones that I got for the light boxes, I mean, when you hold it up to the light and you're like looking through the back of it there, you can the LEDs are really close together. I mean, you can see spaces in between them, but there might be a millimeter in between them. They're pretty solid, and then they have the diffuser like melted right into them. So it's a good. They have good light to them.
And you can cut those and splice them and all that.
Yeah, and that's what I did on this one. My soldering is horrible, and I learned after doing this that I'm not making the screen any bigger so that nobody can see how bad that really is. But this is my test rig. This isn't going to actually get sold to somebody. But doing this one made me realize that I need to just wrap them around the inside and call it a day and only have to solder at one place. But yeah, you can snip them and do whatever you need to with them.
So it gives you a cut point.
What was that?
It gives you a cut point or a place to cut.
Yeah, like every inch that you can cut it. Yeah, so they're pretty good little LEDs. I think they were like $9. And I want to say it's probably 6 feet of it.
Okay.
So not too bad. And the cord is here. One of the cords. Anyway, it's got like a if you want to use the cord that came with it and is attached to it, it's just a quick little thumb touch. It's not even a button. Like it's got like some little sensor in there that you can touch and it'll turn them on and off. And if you hold it, it'll change the intensity. So
that's cool.
Yeah. But these little lights were a good idea. I mean, I don't really know what you would use them for other than like desk stuff, but especially if they're going to hum or how you would capture the back of the wires or something. Because you had wire coming off of both ends of that thing, if I saw that correctly. Yeah. So you got to deal with 2 wires, but look pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
I'd try them.
Yeah. We got Wobie Design. So I forget what his real name is. Wobie's his dog. Ask me about the dog. I know it, but I couldn't tell you what this guy's name is. I forget. But I watch his videos all the time. But what he does is he takes broken skateboards and makes things out of them. And they're pretty cool. It's his process for going through stuff is pretty neat. He has a Onefinity that he has hanging on the wall. And he got a little snarky in this video about it hanging on the wall and people saying don't hang it on the wall. It's a stupid idea. And it's still working for him. But I still don't like it being on the wall. I don't think it's good for it, but whatever. It's not my machine, so what do I care? Do what you can afford.
If it works for you.
Yeah. If it works for you, you go after it, buddy.
The original one you can hang on the wall, but the new Elite series you can't.
Yeah. Yeah, his is like one of the original style, I guess. But then he hung it up on the wall opposite of what they say to or whatever, something like that.
Okay.
Like so the gantry doesn't move side to side, it moves up and down.
Up and down.
Yeah. So I don't know. Whatever. It's not mine, so I don't care. You do what you got to do. But really cool. Turned out great. Project came out really good. He used the CNC to flatten all the skateboards because, as you can see in the screen there, he's cutting them pretty thin. If you don't know, skateboards usually have like 5 layers of wood, and they put like a thin sheet of a colored layer in there, usually a couple times throughout the skateboard, and that's where he's getting the colors of his sign there. He used ones that had all red, but pretty cool. Yeah, there's his. Yeah, see, there's his one.
Oh, yeah.
So, but he used it to flatten the whole thing, and then he used it to cut out the Supreme logo, and then flatten it again after he put an epoxy pour in there and all that good stuff. So,
watching that work, it just doesn't seem right, does it?
Yeah, no.
But it sure is cool.
Yeah.
I just always say to myself, he's looking straight down on it. Like just think that he's working on a flat table. But yeah, turned out pretty sweet though. He made it into a bench, but I don't think that was a good idea. I think it should have just been like a wall hanging thing. I don't know. The 3/4 inch plywood and epoxy with no major thing underneath of it to keep it stiff. I don't think it was a great idea, but again, it's not mine, so what do I care?
So he built this on a 3/4 inch ply.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sturdy to a certain extent.
Well, I mean, it's over like 4 feet wide, so I don't know.
Well,
looking at it at the end, I was skeptical. But
well, you can just test it. Get someone to get a skateboard or get some rollerblades and go grinding on it.
Yeah, I don't know how much he usually puts all this stuff up on his website afterwards for sale. So I don't know how much he's asking for it, but it's a pretty cool. It turned out cool. Looks good.
Yeah.
So good on him. And then rounding out this week's videos, we have a return of Mr. Steve Venatari.
He was out in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still out.
Oh, was he out there? Oh, that's good. He did another laser cut jack-o'-lantern video. Last week video was he did the jack-o'-lanterns looking kind of like the paper bag style luminary thing, and then I guess his wife asked him for something for the library at the college that she works at, so he went back in and redesigned as something a little more fun for being in the college, and did a couple of different variations on it.
They came out kind of neat, I thought.
Yeah, I liked them. I thought they were pretty cool too. I like how he put the logo into one of them, like the school's logo, stuff like that. I thought that all turned out pretty sweet. He's doing good work. He just put out another video like in the last day or two, so he's been busy. It was something. It was a CNC thing. I hadn't watched it yet. It looked like a spoon holder or something, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't been able to watch that one yet, but I'll watch that one tomorrow. Usually on Saturdays, I get to watch a lot of YouTube during the day, but I didn't get to do that today because I was sweating my nuts off in a gymnasium. Oh man, I wore jeans today. Like I usually don't wear jeans until November or so. But I was like, I got up this morning. I was like, man, it's a little bit, we've had rain all week long. I'm gonna wear jeans today, and that was a mistake. So, whatever. Yeah. So good job, Steve. Keep at it, brother. We appreciate you. And I made this suggestion as on a comment on this video, where I suggested to take the back piece that he did and do the face into it to add a little more extra dimension because of it would make the stem look like it was further back on the pumpkin than on the face of it. But he wasn't too confident, I don't think, of the strength of the 1/8-inch plywood, being there by itself, hung up there. But yeah, either way, turned out pretty good.
I like how he did those ones where he doubled up the front.
Yeah,
To hide the pieces
Joints.
Joints, yeah.
Yeah, I think that it turned out pretty cool. So good deal.
Yeah.
And as far as now for something different video, go watch Rob's videos. That's what my thought was on those this week. Go watch a bunch of Rob's old videos. So
You'll learn something.
yeah. And just in case you don't know, currently there's only 61 days until the start of the 2024 Gatton Christmas Challenge. I have been sending out some emails to some sponsors. We'll see what we can do about sponsors. I've already gotten some information back from a couple that so we'll see how that's all going. Of course, our title sponsor is going to be Mr. Cody Elkins over there at Cadence Manufacturing and Design. Thank you, Cody.
Thank you, Cody.
Brother. We'll see what we're going to do. We're going to get some stuff figured out this week and see what we can figure out. Ooh, pretty. But there's only 61 days left, so you got to start planning now. Figure out what you're going to do. And next week, we'll go into a lot more in depth about the Christmas challenge and some of the changes that are happening for this year's challenge, some ideas that I had, and we'll see how that goes from here. Yeah, so get that all checked out. Besides that, Mr. Corliss, you got anything else for us this week, buddy?
I got nothing.
All right. Well, thanks for showing up. I
relinquish my time to the other two members.
No, Paul, the correct answer is I grew up in a middle-class family.
Oh, that's I had a summer job at McDonald's.
There you go. Mr. Sean, you got anything for us, sir?
Real quick. It's pertaining to my ears back here.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons why I said yes real quick that I'd do it is because you caught a glimpse of it 2 weeks ago. But there's something about this. This is from 1996, right? And here, this is the coolest part, right there.
There you go. Grand Marshal Sean
of the Disney World Parade.
There you go. They don't even sell those style ears anymore.
Oh no, these are so cool. They don't fit, but
yeah, they don't. They do like headbands now. They don't do the caps anymore.
The caps,
really?
Yeah.
So it's been a while since I've been.
Probably not enough of a profit margin for them. They need the money.
Oh, they make it.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. So, Mr. Hammerquist, anything else from you this week, sir?
Oh, no, working on a video. So hopefully it's up tomorrow, but just have a fun weekend, relax, spend it with your family.
There you go. I hear you on that, sir. As far as in me, like I said earlier, go watch some of Rob's videos. I appreciate it. Let's get the newest video up over 1,000 views. That would be really super awesome. And besides that, I did, like I said earlier, I had another video go live at 9:00 this evening. So, and that was on my trip to 3D Printopia. It's one of my maker vlog style videos. And it's just on some of the stuff that was going on there. Pretty awesome. It was a lot of fun.
Real quick, I almost forgot to say.
Yeah, brother.
Tuesday, I'm not doing the live. I'm changing it to Wednesdays.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I'll be doing live this Wednesday morning.
Wednesday at 10, right? Or
10
at 10 Eastern,
Central.
9 Central.
No, 10 Central.
10 Central.
Yes.
10 Central.
10 Central, 11
9
real time.
9 Pacific, 11 o'clock. Everybody
Real
else
time.
that matters.
This is late morning coffee.
Good deal. Awesome. All right. Well, you party people, have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you next week. And let's get going. Start working on your projects, people. Peace out, sauerkraut.
Ah.